G'day guys. Look, these very cheap Chinese wireless microphones, they work okay, but they distort and they're not as sensitive as what you think they should be. I'm using one right now, and what I've done, I've actually got well, it comes as a set of two, and I've got one of them, pulled it apart, and I know a little bit about audio. I've only been doing it for over 40 years in electronics and all the rest. But anyway, I have an idea on how to clean these up and make them sound a lot better. They tend to distort, they got very limited dynamic range. And I use one out in the bush when I do my metal detecting videos and also workbench videos. So I thought that I'll give a quick rundown on how to clean these up. They're very easy to get apart. It basically, is like so. I've taken off the little foam cap that just pulls straight off. And all I do to get it apart is just a sharp blade. There's a gap here. You just bit of pressure, and it just unclips on the other side. And when you get it to something like so, you can just basically pull it apart. It's very, very easy to pull apart. So on this, we've got the whole thing's molded, one plastic. Well, this side, nothing comes off. Everything's injection molded, like exactly as it looks. That won't come off. It's all one piece. But it's very easy to get apart. Grab it by the battery and wiggle, and get something sharp. That should just pop out, but obviously it's going to make life difficult for me. There we go. It's got a rubber sleeve around it, obviously to alleviate noise, but that just pops out like so. And you can see the little rubber ring around that microphone element. Now, I actually have trimmed this because it wraps around and covers the element and stops the sound getting in. So now I just need to pop myself up and have a look at where I am in the focus of all this, because I don't know. Okay, you can see that black went all the way around, and I've actually cut it with side cutters on one side and the other. I left a little bit there as a rubbery insulation type mount, so it doesn't rest up on the plastic, because that would cause all sorts of horrible vibration. So I just trimmed it, give it more access to sound. Very simple. Have a look on the back. It's got a looks. I don't know if that's a Nordic chip, but got some chip there that does 90% of the housework for the transmitter and the audio. Got a little 24 megahertz crystal, that silver thing next to it, and the rest of it's probably just battery charge monitoring, push button interface. There's not that much to it really, but yeah, very tiny audio. And you can see they've just got the shiny bits on the side. That's where I've trimmed off the plastic. Now, the main thing to do with one of these, and this is what I found throughout the years with these type of devices, we put him back in there, roughly line him up. I'll get my trusty tweezers, which nearly flew out my hands, and pop that back there. I just push the wires around until it's sitting square. That's the trick to do with this. So you want to fill this back cavity here with, I was trying to look around. Actually, I know exactly what to use. Okay, I'm going to steal some cotton off a cotton bud, and that'll probably be the best bet on this. So get some cotton. Doesn't have to be cotton. Roll it into a ball, not too tight, something like that, and put it in the cavity just behind. Maybe a bit more than what I've put in there, so I'll get some more. Okay, roll it into a little ball. Something like that. And I know from previous experience with microphones, putting in some, well, people call it wadding, but whatever. Anything that absorbs a little bit of high frequency sound, getting past, anything at all that you can put in here, which is, it allows airflow, but it restricts airflow. You could probably put cloth, anything, but this stuff here works fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You could probably put foam in there as well. I mean, really expanded foam. Yeah, something like this, the foam off this dirty old sponge. Even this stuff here, that would probably work really well on this as well. So anyway, to put this back together, we got this bit here. This is the clip-on bit. Make sure it's all lined up. You don't want any cotton overlaying the plastic because it won't clip on properly. So it can go a little bit high. Let's see how we go. Okay, like so. Clip, click. Whoops. And I've turned it on. I don't want this on because I'm using the other one. Maybe I can change. I don't know if the sound will drop out if I change that over. But yeah, it easily goes back together. They're easy to get apart. Like I say, all you do in here, that's where you start, just along the line there, and just pop it apart, maybe a little bit there, and it all just falls apart. So that's one way you can clean up these. Now I've really opened up the access to the audio on the front, so it should be a lot more sensitive. You don't have to get into it close. But if you have a listen to the sound on what I'm doing now, I'm using a non-modified one just as it is, so you get an idea of how harsh the audio sounds. Then I'll make another video and I'll use this one. I don't know if I can actually change it over in the middle of a video. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I should try. How about I try? I'll hook this one up. I'll get this one up. I'll get rid of this one. Okay. So that's actually green. It's on. So I'll just steal that. Now I think I might have to put this one on first. Okay. And I'll turn this one off, otherwise it'll all get confusing. Hopefully it still works. I'm using an iPhone for this. So that one's off, and this is the modified one. So, here's me talking, probably 14 inches away from this microphone. And I'll just clip it back exactly where the other one was, which is rather awkward. So that's where it was, sitting there. And, that's the sound from it. How's it sound? I don't know. We're going to find out. So a very, very simple thing to do, especially with Well, you know what I could actually do? I could actually do this one, couldn't I? And show you how it's all done. Because I haven't done this one yet. But if I get a sharp blade, oh, actually, what I did, I think I stuck it in there first, and then I pulled it back. Now, this one's a little bit more tight. We'll have a look. Oh, there we go. Okay. You don't want to twist the blade because it'll definitely mark the plastic, I think. It's funny, the other one was really easy. This one's really tight. Maybe this one has glue on it or something. I don't know. No, just get apart. Come on. Yeah. This one's a lot more difficult. Oh, there we go. Okay, see where I got it? It actually popped right there. So, here I go. I know it comes apart. I've already done it. Okay, bear with me. Okay. It's starting to come apart. This one's just a bit more difficult. I don't know why. Here we go. Go around. A little bit of levering and it starts coming apart. Okay, there we go. Now, if you do what I just did then, and you actually mark the plastic, get something like a flat surface like so, alright, and just go, and if you can see that, it burnishes the plastic straight down again, and you can't tell. So if you just make little marks on it, that's smooth now. So it's on the other side. But that's how I did this. We grab the battery. It hangs by two very fine wires. Get the fluff off that from the cotton bud. Pull that up and out. Oops. Okay. If you have a look at the element on this, this isn't as covered as the other one, but it's a whole element there and partially covered. But all I did on this, and I'm using magnifying glasses while I'm doing this because it's so small, very difficult. But all I did, okay, I just cut it like so. Trying to. These cutters aren't very good. And just left enough on there to act as a buffer against the plastic. So it'll sit in there quite nicely. Bit of plastic. No, that's the rubber. If it was a bit of plastic had fallen out of somewhere. Okay. Put it back in. Just leave it like so till you can adjust where the element goes. Down there. Push the wires down. Sorry if I've got big fat fingers in the way, but it's the way of the world. Okay. Get that all the way in. That's sitting in the correct spot. Cotton bud. Hopefully it sounds all right, or else I'll be undoing it all, won't I? That should sound fine. Okay, bit of cotton. Roll it into a ball. Stick it in the cavity. Obviously I need more cotton than that. Obviously cotton bud would be better, but what I've got at hand. Just fill the cavity up. Getting a bit scarce. Let's get around here. Off you come. Doing this will also help alleviate any noise ruffling from your shirt, because the noise is transmitted into the plastic by direct contact, and it can then get into the audio element, little microphone. So doing this actually helps that as well. Get in there. There we go. So something like that. Get the other half, line it up like that, just push it together. That's it. Strong, won't come apart. So that might help your audio quality, guys. Just try it like I've done on this one. So I'll play this back and see what it sounds like. If it sounds good, it's going up on YouTube. And if it sounds crap, you'll never see it. Yeah, okay. That's good enough, isn't it? Catches.